say, look, you're great. Uh-oh, that's not a good start. You say you're not ready for that and don't want to mess up what we have. But I have an idea, you say, and you reach into your bag of things that 20-year-olds think are good ideas, and you pull out this massive classic gem. If we're both still single at 30, will you marry me? It's a pinky promise shifted one to the right. It's too soon for right dues, will you take and I might? If we're both still single at 30, and I am not your first choice, but I'm a solid 30 plan. Hot damn safety net that I am. You got a backup love so you know where I stand. I'll take a maybe, a shot, or a chance. Yeah, I'll take a maybe, a shot, or a chance.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for all of the kind words already about the Drawthy animated that just went up. Also, I haven't figured out how to get the Spotify track name thing working again, but we are currently listening to Bug Hunter's new album, Happiness Without a Catch. Welcome to DeepBlueInk FM. Please listen to it after this stream and also during the stream. But yeah, as Siri says, and I'll bring in the boy. Hopefully, yeah. We're animating, or kind of animating. We're figuring out character rigs for Drawtectives. I always planned on doing it. The thing that's been holding me back is that I want to do it properly. And when I say properly, I mean I don't want to do big round heads. I want this to be effectively my attempt at, if I was going to like take someone else's art, which animators do, or character designs, and trying to make them kind of on model an animation, as if Drawtectives was going to become a TV show. So I want to see if I can basically animate them on model. I've not done something like that. Oh, no, that's not true. I've done stuff like that for Dimension 20. It's been a few years since Dimension 20, so whether I'll be better or not, I'm not sure. I've just had 2 years of not trying, so that could go one way or the other. But yeah, new challenges, and I caught myself in the mood to do this. I'm still actually animating something from Make Some Noise, but I caught myself in the mood to do this, and I thought, hell yeah, that would be a nice stream, because then if I do it on a stream, then I have to do it. Also, yeah, thank you, Series, for the love on the new animation. I came up with a clever idea of uploading that 15 minutes before the stream, so I'm not juggling all of the social media links in the same like 2 minutes. Yeah, so I'm gonna like be very skeptical and cautious throughout this whole stream, but basically don't get your hopes up for the stream. We're not gonna make it very far. I took a couple of hours drawing all of these kind of elements of York's face. Hey, and I'm an Emily, thank you for that. So I don't know what we're going to have done in like an hour and a half's time. I think there's a good chance, not a lot. I might just talk about the process for the whole time, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on this time. That's green, isn't it? Yeah, I'm also like trying to figure out the anatomy of things, because like I say, I'm trying to keep it on model to an extent. So it's kind of a thing of seeing what art actually is out there. At the moment, I've only taken these 2 crabs of York from series 1 and 2. I'm going to focus more on the season 2 design though. But yeah, I think my goal for this stream is to figure out if I can get his like head to turn to the other side in a smooth way. But we'll find out if that works. think the next thing to do is probably the back of York's head. Or his hair. Kind of. Just clean up these a little bit. I don't know what the energy is going to be like for the stream. I don't know if I'm going to be like silent, like focusing on this. I've not tried building a rig from scratch on stream before, I don't think. I've done like character rig like upgrades and repairs and fixes on stream before, but yeah, I don't know if this is going to be too much thinking for interesting commentary. So we'll find out together. Which is why I thought it'd be a good chance to explicitly only play Bug Hunter's new album, Happiness Without a Catch. Could be dead silent with no noise, we'll find out. We're not doing snakes with no snakes. I'll make a reference to that at some point. Exactly, TCO. You always have bug. Right, so what does York's head actually look like? Also, why does it go so thin? Hello? Yeah, that is one problem at the minute. Every time I... Why does it do that? At the moment, every time I move the face, the whites of York's eyes disconnect. I want both? Yeah, I want both. Okay, let me delete that. And then let me see. Yeah, it doesn't disconnect it then, so let's maybe just add the eyelids. That might be too simple a fix. Yeah, there's a chance that I'm going to start using... I'm speaking this into existence, and I shouldn't do really, because I won't now that I'm saying it. There's a chance that I'm going to start using streams more and more to motivate myself to do the things that I don't want to do in my own time. If I can if I can justify it by saying like, oh yeah, it's content, it's for stream, then I might do things like this more, because I keep saying that I need to make these rigs for Drawtectives, but I keep convincing myself that it's too difficult or it's going to take too much time to do. But if I do it on stream, then it doesn't matter how long it takes. Do I have a favorite Drawtective? I mean, I adore York remembering every episode that he can't read. Is one of my favorite kind of running gags. I don't know if that's intentional, or if it's right to have an unintentional favorite thing about it, but I think it's probably York. If it's favorite character in general, and I can't remember if he has a name or if they have a name, but whoever the mime is from season 2, I don't know how much I should be talking about like spoilers in this. We obviously love Eugene. Checkers, that was it. I did know Checkers' name. I adore Checkers. Checkers is not a Drawtective, and I appreciate that, but Checkers is fantastic. Right, let's try the hair again and see if... Why is it doing that? Hello? Sir? Why are you doing that? What are you? That's fine. Okay, let me close all of York and then just do... Okay. And then if I... Okay, weird. Don't know what that was, but it's fine. Thank you. God, that's loud. Is that obnoxiously too loud for everyone in this stream? I'm sure I can find a way of... Oh, I know what I can do. Yeah, if I turn up Spotify and then turn down. That was fine. Was that a suitable... Okay, that's fine. How's the Bug Hunter? Can you hear Bug Hunter okay? It's good volume. I'm a little bit quiet. Ooh. I think you're just going to have to... You can't hear the music. Okay. Right. In which case, I'm going to put it onto the first track of the album. I'm going to turn up Bug Hunter. And then you're just going to have to turn up your device. I can't turn me up anymore. I can yell. I can just start yelling. Hell yeah. Well, we're back to track 1 now. I don't know how long the album is, but I'm sure we'll cycle through it. It's 39 minutes. That's good album length. Cool. Right. So the thing that I'm have to think with all of these is obviously how is it going to animate? How is it going to actually like transform? How is it going to work? So obviously in Drawtectives they just kind of flip like Paper Mario PNGs, and I'm trying to think if the angles that are going to be the hardest to get a grip with is going to be the face-on angles. So I'm trying to think about what kind of layers need to do if York is looking directly at us. And even though it's rare, you know, it will be dead on, like staring straight into the camera. If I have that, then I could just commission someone to do the turnarounds for me, but then that's what my job is, and then I could commission someone else to make the animation. If I have the kind of shot of York looking directly at me, then I can get the master controller to fill in the blanks to an extent. So this hair, it's the back of his head. I'm trying to think if it's going to be wider than his head. Like if he looks directly on, I think we're just going to see this, and then that's going to pretty much disappear. Are you going to do it in your own circly style? No. For once, I'm going to try and basically replicate the kind of on-model characters. So I'm going to try and keep it looking as much like this as I can. It's a big ask of myself. I've not done something like that in a while, and last time I did it was like Dimension 20 about 2 years ago or something like that. So, you know, if a Drawtectives animation comes out in a few months and you see that they are circle heads, you will know that this didn't go well. And it's as simple as that. So we'll kind of all see together. I'm trying to think, would this hair kind of go up here? So how far does it go? It's probably like here-ish. Tucks in behind his ear, I'd say. That looks vaguely skull-shaped. To make it a bit lower. I mean, yeah, that looks like a skull now. So lovely. I am trying. We'll find out. I've got myself excited for the concept, and that is half the battle. Unfortunately, I know what I'm like, and my excitement for projects that require work does wane very quickly if I don't start it and get properly into it, which is, again, why I might be using streams to force myself to do things like this more. For example, I have ground to an absolute dead stop with merch already, I'm afraid to tell you. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to print stickers, and I tried like 3 or 4, 5 or 6 different reams of stickers, and none of them really worked, which is not good. So it might just be one where I have to get someone to make the stickers for me, and then I just ship them out myself, or I find something. I find some way of doing it, but printing them out myself, it turns out, is not an option, which has kind of, dragged me to a bit of a stop for now, but I will get back to it at some point, I promise. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, I shorten that a little bit more. And is that a circle at the minute? Kind of. Let me actually just connect this. Make it a round circle and it's easier to manipulate for the transformation side of things. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to say this, but don't expect the Drawtectives animation anytime soon. I'm being real with you all. Okay. That's not too wide over there.
So we cut to the scene where I build a machine, but not just any machine, it is a time machine.
Look, that's
Made
fine.
from a toaster, like that movie.
Because then that's going to be on top of that anyway, so yeah.
Put a bagel in the future slot, set to 10, smack down on the lever.
Cool, that is
Decade passes in a
fine, I'm happy with that. I also don't know if at some point I'm going to... Yeah, thank you, Spam. I need that energy. I need to be able to just pause. Yeah, I still don't know if I'm going to end up kind of changing what I'm working with here. I don't know if I'm going to change some of the lines, because in Jacob's actual lines there's kind of, you know, pointed lines, whereas I kind of work with rounded edges. So I don't know if I'm going to play with the line idea as well. I don't know if that's then too much learning, too much new for this, but yeah, figuring out. Let's go, what should we call that? Oh, we'll just call that back here, that's fine. French York. We'll say top hair for this bit. Because in my mind, this yellow bit on top is kind of, I don't know the name of haircuts, but like that's kind of one bit of hair, and then this bit on the front is like the fringe. So I think that will be kind of on the front. That'll be a separate layer. Yeah, I think so as well. Mirror and I hope so series. I think I'm kind of, it's one of these where I am interested to see if it looks recognizably like my style, just from the animation style. I had people say that about the Dimension 20 animations, but I didn't see it so much myself. But maybe I was in the forest a bit. I couldn't really see. Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if my animation style carries without the big circular heads. Right, how would this yellow bit, I know that's kind of like a off-white, but like this yellow bit, how would this look 3D, like in a 3D space? Like what would this look like looking at you? It might be one of these where I need to cheat, like cut off the top of this circle so it makes sense. Because I think that's like kind of combed over, like this way. If you kind of ignore this fringe bit here, I use my actual hand to point. Undercut, that is what I'm looking for, yeah. It's definitely like a kind of, yeah. Like I say, this is going to be a slow stream of weird energy, so bear with me. Let's make a copy so I can try it. I just think having that kind of back bit missing is just going to make it a bit easier when it comes to the kind of transformation side of it. We'll find out. That's like a little quick bit there, isn't it? That's kind of like going off the head. So that's where the head ends. Okay. Right, so let's go just kind of behind that. that. It's a little bit soldier beret at the minute, but yeah, it's got to be flat back there. I would have thought probably peak somewhere around here. Yeah. Another one there.
The old man next door says his house is haunted. He says a ghost keeps him awake. I think he's having a hard time, to be honest, since his darling passed away.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense in my head about how that kind of works in the 3D space. Like, I don't know if kind of getting rid of this bit is going to work long term, but we'll see. The worst thing as well about all this, I'm trying to ignore this thought, is I'm pretty confident York is going to be the easiest one of the Drawtectives to rig up properly. I think I'm going to struggle with Rose and Grandma. But we'll find out. We'll find out together. I say that, I'm probably not going to do them all on stream like this, but maybe I will. See how long it takes me to convince myself to do all of this.
But this house is trying to kill me. Will you come see? Just stay with me. Just stay with me one time. I said, Robert, I'm so sorry. Your house ain't haunted. You're just not used to being alone. Robert, all the shifts and creaks are just the signs of grief.
Cool. I get the feeling when it comes to actually making that look 3D in terms of the kind of the master controller and getting him to look around, that bit might not look right, so I might need to add like a it's called an envelope deformer, I think, which I've got on his head at the minute, because that's going to do the same, so I can kind of actually stretch the drawing out, kind of mess with it a little bit. Can't do everything, but I think I'm going to need another one of those for that bit of hair as well, so we'll see. Cool. Hello. Cool. I was not tricked into thinking that I was here then. I'm growing more powerful by the day. Ooh. Him? Oh, sorry, I was tricked that him was in the room for a second. Oh, Bo is here. Hello. Yuck. Hey, Meister. There is a silly putty button. It's a good bit of kit that I've got here. Cool. Grab that. There we go. That's starting to look like York. And let's build this fringe as well. The good news is, like, anything that I can't do or figure out, usually I can pass off as a stylistic choice. So if I admit on stream at any point that I can't figure something out, and then you see that I just don't do it in the final product, just know that it was definitely a stylistic choice and not inability. It's a bug, not a feature. No, wait, shit, the other one. It's a feature, not a bug. Cool. Let me That looks about right to me. I did ask Bug when I first met him if he was a like a programmer or a software tester in a past life. 'Cause I did not know the origin of his artistic name at the time. So I thought Bug Hunter would be a good name for a software tester. It turns out he just had a nickname Bug when he was younger and his surname's Hunter, so it works out quite nicely, but pointy out. Just in a little bit. Pointy, I reckon. Yeah. Cool. That looks good to me. See if there's a space. Perfect. Behind the head, but in front of the hair. There. We close that up. We don't need to be transforming that very much. Fingers crossed. Who knows, maybe the first Drawtectives animation I do, I'll find a monologue that York does and just animate York. Oh no! Why did that happen? I used an eyedropper tool to try and get that colour and accidentally just picked up the, the photo as a texture. It should just be that one, I think. Cool. I mean, that looks like York's head to me. Experimenting with Drawtectives, and the first thing you draw is York and not the Butt Moon or Piss Boy. I mean, I'm almost drawing Piss Boy, but yeah. It was not how I wanted my hair. Right. Okay, so what's wrong with it at the minute? What looks wrong? If I just squash the whole head. Whoop. Not like that. Oh no, what happened? There we go. Oh, I'm getting a call, everyone. I will be right back.
She said, "What position do you want to be found in?" By the humans in 65 million years, that's right. This whole time,
Yup.
Harrison was a dinosaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a shocking plot twist. He was a T-Rex and you all never saw this coming, I bet. But the unexpected Rex is hard to guess. When you make it up and you make it make no sense. So Harrison, he died that day. Then we dug him up and put him on display. The scientists could not explain why he was hugging a brontosaurus. So there's just one thing left to twist our prehistoric biases. If you assume someone's like you, be
Hi, I'm back. That's BT calling me to let me know that she's walking home. She is probably like a 5-minute walk away. Is called to let me know that it might take her an hour because she's tired. So she said if I've not heard from her in an hour's time to send the police. So be a nice fun ending to the stream today. Cool. Right. So where are we on York's second ear? First of all, his eyes are smaller than I've done them here, but that might be fine. Does York have a second ear? Is York's head thinner as well? Yeah, that's already better. Okay, I'm gonna make a bold statement and say that York probably does have a second ear. That's not been mentioned. I mean, the problem is, we definitely shouldn't be able to see it at this angle. Because like I said, I'm trying to keep this on model, if possible. So I think it's only when he turns that we're going to have an ear inexplicably kind of appear out of nowhere. Where are his eyes? Oh god, where are his eyes? There they are. Okay, we got them. Photograph the pupils a little bit higher because that looks better to me as well. I think I need to not worry too much. I think you have to presume, because they are very stick-outy, I think you have to presume that they kind of point back as well. Like they're Naruto running ears. Don't they mostly horizontally flip the characters when looking different ways? They do. That's the thing. Like if I could literally just, you know, animate it the same way that Julia does and just have the kind of Paper Mario type style, but I don't want to. Chancy having a cochlear implant or hearing aid. I can't remember that detail, but yeah. Cool. Right. I'm going to stop fretting too much about how exactly right it is, I think. And I'm just going to see if I can get him to kind of turn. That's probably about as far as I imagine we'll get this stream, but we'll see. That should all be there. Which doesn't help, so let's push that back. That left just a touch. I think his eyebrows got angrier. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he's gonna move, so if I really try and get it pixel perfect for that, I might as well have just traced on top of it, which I might do in the future. To be fair, have they ever done Drawtectives Newsday style? Because it'd be cute as heck. Yeah, I think I'm sure they must have for like some of the cutaway gags. I'm sure they've done like doodly versions of them. I can picture like a York without a nose, but we'll see. I might be wrong. Okay. Ears do not want to be face. And then everything else is fine. Because should be able to do that. Yeah. I mean, hello, bro. Hey. Are you pestering me? If anyone wasn't here in the last stream where I talked about this, Bo has been put on a diet and is a little bit more, a little bit more pestery than normal, which is fine. We love being pestered, don't we? Yeah. Do you have any idea about which bits you want to animate? Yeah, I think I've got one in mind. I've got one that I've like clipped the audio from, and I'll say it because I've talked about it before. It's going to be the King Munch's arrival with Coldwell. It's a very good couple of minutes, but there's a couple of bits that I like the idea of doing. Just out of interest for all of the Drawtective fans, are there any bits that you think are like the most popular moments? If you don't mind me asking the question of popularity rather than best. Right, should the mouth be on the face? Because I've done the mouth separately as like a kind of extra jaw. But is that going to work when it comes to the turnaround? Maybe? Ah, God, I don't know. Butt cloud, arm jail. Right, let me write some of these down because these are good suggestions. I'm thinking both seasons at the minute, Meister, but those are all good suggestions. Hell yeah, cool. I'm not going to write those down because there's too many, but yes, I'll take all of those in. I can't figure out how this mouse is going to work necessarily, because I wanted to have it as a separate layer, so that way I could have kind of a little bit of underbite like that. No, maybe it'll work. I'm gonna keep it as a little bit of underbite there, because he loses his underbite in season 2, but I do like his underbite in season 1. So this is, oh, he does have a second ear. Okay, cool. Well, that's that confirmed. Yeah, I can still take liberties with the designs a little bit to like make it make sense in the space. Eugene immediately getting Death of the Arcade was good. Okay, right, I'm gonna keep his jaw and his mouth off of his face. I think it makes most sense to me. Okay, right, only one thing left to do. I don't want to do it, I'm not looking forward to it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it together as a family. Are you all ready? Let's rig up this head. Let's make it actually make sense and work. Bam, bam. Delete that one. Okay, right. What are we doing? How are we doing this? Let's have another head offset. Cool. Hey, Belle. Madam Arm was very good. Just out of interest, I'll just quickly do a poll, or if Lou beats me to it, one of us will do a poll, but I'm just interested to see how many people have watched Drawtectives. I'll do the poll because I've got an idea for a specific thing. Okay, turns out that you can't get many letters in the poll. But there's a poll asking you if you've watched Drawtectives, and the choices are you have watched Drawtectives, you haven't watched Drawtectives, or you haven't even watched Drawfy. Just, I want to get a general idea for what it's like. So if you've watched Drawfy but you haven't watched Drawtectives, the middle one. I don't need to explain that to you, you're all intelligent people, right? Okay, right, so how are we doing this? Where do we connect to the neck? So that's important. Let's say there-ish, yeah. So that's going to be straight to the left. Face needs to go down. I mean, already, you know, even if I didn't do anything fancy with the jaw, this makes, like, this already looks fine. This already looks like, if I ended up with this, I would be fine with this. I'd feel like I'd get away with it. Cool, 90% of people have watched Drawtectives. Lovely, thank you everyone. And like, I don't doubt that the people here are some of the more hardcore Drawfy fans, but that's still good to hear. So let's pull that up there. push it down there, but not quite like that. I think the ears are too low. Wah, wah, wah. Right, how am I going to get this mouth to work then? No one clipped that. How am I going to make this make sense? So, do I literally just drag it up? And then that shortens the whole head. So does that make sense? Does that work? Maybe, yeah. It might be as simple as that. Which would be nice. Maybe I just need to like squash up the nose a bit as well. He's looking down. Because like the face does squash when it looks down. Yeah, it looks up just by camera angles, but Bo? Is it 5 o'clock yet, Bo? Bo, I know you know how to read the clock. Does that say 5 o'clock? No, it doesn't. You have 50 minutes until you get fed. Okay? Okay, good. I'm glad that we understand each other. Thank you. Ooh. So I do need to start messing with the shape of his head, I think. Which ideally, I would love to not bother with. But that's just not going to happen, I don't think, with a non-circular head. If anyone wants to know why I just animate big circular heads, it's so I don't have to deal with this, but that's fine. Right, so let's move the mouth down after all. And then got these. So check that down a bit, check that down a bit. Does that line up more or less, but still more or less. And yeah, we're just gonna have to bring this down, I think. What software is it? It is Toon Boom Harmony. No, it's not written down anymore. Sorry, it used to be. God, these streams have gone to shit. It used to be written on the screen somewhere, but no, that's BT. No, I don't have it written anymore. But it's Toon Boom Harmony, specifically premium. It's good. It's expensive. I wouldn't recommend it for beginning. If you're a beginner, I fully recommend OpenTunes, which is free. I mean, is it just that York's head gets like smaller? Like that? Does that make sense? Does that work? Yeah. Maybe. Because then if I had his eyebrows up like that, does that still work? Yeah. Okay. Hello. Excuse me. Have we ever been in the business of bapping feet, Bo? Thank you very much. I promise it's not time to feed her yet. Right. So let's figure out the back of the head next. Like that. Excuse me, Bo the cat. Did I invite you here? You are always welcome here, but not when you're going to sit under the desk and stare at me. I'm not giving the cat asparagus. She does have strong opinions all the time. I like to think of myself as quite strong-willed. I don't know if you can hear Bo's bell every time she comes under the desk, but she is livid currently. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need a package deformer or an envelope deformer for this. I mean, this is looking about right. If I get rid of that, what does it think the middle is for that? Kind of extends York's forehead in the middle here, but that's maybe fine. Maybe if I just move York's face up a little bit. This feels alright at the minute, apart from the fringe being detached there. I think I'm kind of happy with that. Right, where's the fringe? The thing is, the fringe should just kind of be attached to the top of the head, so I shouldn't really need to worry too much about it. Cool. I mean, yeah, to me that looks right. That kind of all tracks and makes sense. It does feel like there's not a lot of forehead when he's looking up, but I think that's normal. I think the ears might be moving too much, I will say. Let's half that. Okay. Cool. Right, now, are we all ready and excited for things to get cursed? Because we're going to try and do a face-on view now. I mean, actually, having said that, I've not actually pushed this as far to the left as I can yet. So it's actually not ready yet. Can it go that far? I don't know if I like the idea of York's eyes kind of being bulges. Do you know what I mean? Does that work, or do they need to be like kind of cut? Again, I'm using my hand to try and demonstrate something. Because the nose should be able to go over the side, that's fine. And that would be the extent of it. And the eyebrows can as well. But let's say... what are we going to do? Really? The green of York's head should be in the color layer. Color out layer. Because this is going to be like the furthest that he can look this side. This isn't going to be like its 3/4 pose. This is as much of a side on as I can afford to to make with my art style without just being better. Let's say. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's get the eyes. Put a cutter on it and find the head, which is over here. Attach it via line art, so we're missing the color art. Add the color art. Whack that down there. And then we want the color art to be the cutter for the eyes. Did it work? No, seemingly not. That's fine. Oh, it's because it's not going through there. Okay, cool. Well, that's worse. Why is it done that? Oh, because that's just going into that. Not going there. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. I know it doesn't look right, but I promise that is what I wanted it to do. So, next I need to do the whites of the eyes. Well, I'm probably going to have to do actually in a sec, so I'll do it now. I need a matte resize. That. And do it again there. And then once more for good luck with the pupils. And there. Now his eyes specifically can't go any further than his head. You can see at the minute that they do kind of cut off a little bit further than the outline of his head. That's because I'm using the color art, and the color art kind of goes halfway back the actual line art. But because I have a matte resize, I can adjust that marginally at a time. And it means I can get this to look like that, which is better. There's still a tiny, tiny, tiny bit there, but even on a close zoom in. Ooh, maybe, or maybe not. What if I can do a matte resize on that as well? Hey up, no thank you. Put that back to 0. Right, so if I do, no, that doesn't change anything. Okay. Like I say, we're experimenting today. I love that. Does that do it? Oh, it does do it. Kind of. I mean, we've now given him a bit of a my cam look, but so what if I make that thick and make his actual line art for his eyes less thick? This might be too much. This might be over-engineering a simple problem. Well, no, that's not going to be a good solution long term, I don't think. So, we'll ignore that. We will delete that resize there, and we will just leave it. So there's that little bit there. But you've all got to promise not to look at it. If you see it in an animation, you must simply turn your head away and say, I simply do not see this. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay, cool. Right, so that makes sense to me. Except his mouth should really be moving over as well. I think his mouth needs to be on a separate layer to his jaw, which isn't what I've done at the minute. yeah, York's mouth is a lot different to the types of mouths that I animate at the minute. So we'll see if this works. Right. The thing is, I might, because what I need to do basically to get these master controllers to work, to kind of fill in the blanks for me, is I need to have, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm doing, I'm making a master controller, which is, I've got an example now, but basically a way of programming these rigs to kind of make it easier for me to animate with them. It basically means that I can get them to kind of point in any direction by just moving a cursor. It's dead useful. But what I need to program that master controller is 12 poses. So one in the bottom left, middle left, top left, and then kind of middle, bottom, middle, and then middle, top, and then another middle, bottom, middle, top, but kind of flipped. So it's all on the other side. It's all facing to the right instead of the left, even though it's meant to be face on, but it's never perfect. And then another 3 in the bottom right, middle right, and top right. So once I've programmed those 12 poses, hopefully it should mostly do it itself. There might be some tweaking I need to do. What I'm hoping is I do this, I have these 12 poses, and then I like program it and then find out that it just doesn't work and it doesn't want to play ball. I've only really done master controllers with my kind of bobblehead designs, which for having a circular head means that they kind of work for that kind of process a lot better. So fingers crossed, everyone, is what I'm saying. It's my mission statement. Right, so need the face to go over there again. Need to go as far as the nose can. Whoops. Again. Cool. And then yeah, we want to do the mouth, didn't we? I do immediately forget what I'm doing as well as soon as I start doing it, so. Right, so the center point should really be over here. And we can tuck it in, I think. That works best for me and my needs. So we'll put that there. This extra pose over here shouldn't really matter, but so yeah, that should be kind of tighter over there. So we'll do that so it's all the same width, and then I can move this myself. And even if I program this all and the master controller just doesn't like it, as long as it's close. Oh, 1 second, everyone.
Of this opportunity, and I just wanted to acknowledge all the options at our feet. And I don't want to hide my noggin like an ostrich on the beach, cause on the microscopic odds that you respond, I want to see you spin the bottle, watch it wobble, have it stop and point at me. I am fond of talking to ya, it's ironic that I need a melodic middleman to monologue that's all for me. But just as Washington was honored just for chopping down a tree, a policy is flawed if it's not one of honesty. It's a lot of pills to swallow, here's some water if you need. You can wash away the offer, but this song is coming clean. Yeah, I love you, best friend, my best friend. It's such a simple sentence that's sent just to mess with our heads and with our friendship. But don't stress, I'm just messing unless you're interested in the next step of progressing. I'm hedging all my bets on this old tune for my platonic best friend. I love you. Yeah, my platonic best friend. I love you.
Hello everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. As some of you have probably guessed, I left the keys in the door so BT couldn't actually get into the house. You might also hear her coming up the stairs swearing about how hot it is. Also, thank you, Captain Zerko. I sincerely need that confirmation. Hello, BT. How are you? Why did you ask me to move the fan and then come in here anyway?
I'm gonna go lie down in there anyway. I just thought I'd come and say hello.
Hello.
It's hot.
It is hot, isn't it?
I walked uphill.
I know.
I walked up that hill in 7 weeks.
I told everyone that you called me to let me know that you might die walking up the hill.
There was a point.
Mm.
There was a point at the top of the really steep bit. Stealing some water.
Go for it.
Thank you. I sat on my bed for a little bit.
Oh. Bo's coming.
Right,
Right, am I doing anything with this bit of hair? Maybe if I like... You're right.
Yeah. Bo's here.
Hello, Bo.
Hello. Breathing on my foot. Don't sniff my feet. It's a bad time.
It is a bad time.
Yes, my friend will feed Bo.
Lovely.
Because her daughter likes her.
Hell yeah. Me and BT are going on a mini holiday again on the weekend. We're having a little break at some point at one of the weekends, and we need someone to look after Bo, and we found someone to.
Someone I work with.
Yeah.
Who only lives around the corner.
Yeah.
But her daughter really likes her.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
So she will come and pet you. You go get petted. Runs away.
No.
Runs away at the threat of affection.
No, thank you.
I'm too chunky for this.
Not for me, mother. Right. Let me...
It's really hot in here.
It is, isn't it? It was better when there was a fan.
Sweating.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm
Survived
gonna...
my day.
You did? How was it, if you can say?
Yeah, it was alright. 5 lessons.
Yeah, full day.
Full day. Didn't kill anyone.
Good. That's all we can ask.
Didn't put anyone in detention or anything.
Also good.
Getting more of a handle on my tricky class.
That is good.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Gonna go be sweaty elsewhere.
Okay. Enjoy
Bye.
being sweaty elsewhere. Bye.
Oh, I'm gonna go be sweating. I'm going downstairs to do it though.
Okay. So, as you can see, I am now trying to move the face basically into the dead center of the head, and then that's going to help kind of point York at us. I think I'm going to have to maybe rig the eyebrows differently to how I thought. Yeah, the eyes are going to have to move. He is judging you. He's judging all of us. Right, let me have a think. Let me do that. Piss. Thank you for the piss. Hello. I don't think you're allowed post-it notes, are we, Bo? Thank you. Hold on. 1 second, everyone. I'm going to play with Bo because she looked at me sadly because I took away a post-it notes. I will... hold on, just ask me questions on the chat and I'll scream the answers from across the room whilst I play with Bo. The screen's not going to be moving for a bit because I'm playing with Bo. Blue, is Bo a good girl or the best girl? She's the best, but also a tiny little angry gremlin. How cute is Bo right now on a scale of 1 to 10? A solid 9. How am I doing today? I'm doing great. Can you hear me, by the way? Is this too much? Also, BT, is this really annoying when you're trying to relax? Alright, sick. Hell yeah. How cute is she? 9 out of 10. How am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm too hot. We have one good fan in the house, and I have very kindly donated it to BT, who has just walked up a hill to get home. I contributed. I did. I did. And then I contributed. Yeah, I know. Is Bo a cute little potato?
I think she's more courgette shaped.
BT says more courgette shaped. Hey, Red Goblin, thanks for raiding.
What a lovely lady.
What?
Does she have any interest in the boy right now?
Yeah, she does actually.
Is it the joy of my race?
Hell yeah. Do you want to play with her? Because I just took a post-it note off her and I felt really bad.
No, I'm trying to unsweat.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Okay,
gonna text you something.
she has now lost interest in the toy, so we're gonna come back to work. Whoop. Whoop. I'm back. I would like summer to die in the UK. It's currently too much. Thank you, BT. I feel like his eyes should be, could be sunken in a bit more to his face when he looks sideways. Yeah, I need to, I don't know if I'm going to try and rig his nose a bit at the minute, because at the moment, obviously that's not a straight on nose. I could have like a bone deformer actually, I think on his nose, that might work. Potentially, let's try it. Let's try it. Fuck it. Why not? No, it won't work. Never mind. We're experimenting. Right, what am I doing? I really, instead of doing this bottom one first, I should do the middle one first. And then I can just kind of move it up and down from there. So, we've got that. Let's do this in a weird ass order. We'll move the back of his head behind, I think like that. I'm just going to thin it down till it's just about thinner than the size of his head.
His cute neighbor with the weird neck came over and said,
What are we doing with
I
his
can't
ears?
believe we're going to experience the first comet-based mass
His need to
extinction
like
event in
come
our
all the way
planet's
up onto the
history.
side of his head like that.
She said, what position do you want to be found in?
Again.
By the humans. In
Oh,
65
did his ears wrong
million
before, that's
years,
why.
that's right.
Alright, so we'll pop that in as far as his first earring. Do that for all of them.
Dinosaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a shark.
No, I don't like it. A little less. Let's see if it's just an extreme problem. It might be one of these where I need to like not think of him on a 3D plane.
I sent you a text.
I know. I responded to it.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, no, out loud.
Gotta get to the top.
Hell yeah.
Bo, you look so chunky. You look like Henry VIII. And he looks like Sugar King. She's so fucking chunky.
She is. She can't help it.
Okay, so two
Right,
bickering
so
bears are bumbling through the woods when they stumble upon
the
a
jaw
tent. And they can tell that there are two
back.
humans
Oh, is the
inside
mouth
the
not
tent.
attached to the jaw? Ah, fuck, no.
They're cold and hungry as food prices jump
Okay.
across the hibernation, but they have a philosophical difference on how to approach this tense
Right.
situation.
Bring that to the
Big
front.
Bear says, let's
Put that up
ambush
there.
them, come crashing through their flimsy little roof. Big Bear hungry, Big Bear beefy, Big Bear see through and walk. Small Bear says, why do you tackle every problem
That like
like a
that.
grizzly brew?
Drag these out further.
Because, well, yes, I see
Ba,
the
ba,
bear.
ba.
It's attacking by surprise. We'd get a meal, but I can't
You gotta trust the process. By the end of this is all gonna work. Hey, Namara, yeah. Trust the process. Whether it's right to trust it or not, we're not sure yet, but we're gonna trust the process.
But Big Bear isn't buying it because they don't have the dexterity might be armed, alarmed, and ready to shoot them quicker than the bears can react. And then
that.
they'll go from two rugged bears looking for a good home in the woods to looking like two bare rugs on the wood floor of a Home Goods.
Should the map go all the way? And should it like stop somewhere in the middle? Does he have like a snaggle tooth, or does he have 2 teeth? Again, like I say, whenever you make any, you know, 3/4 turn character look head on, it always looks a little bit cursed. There's just nothing we can do about that, but we've got to try our best. We've got to believe in the heart of the cards. It's all going to work in the end. Because that looks about fine. Hey, Red Goblin, thank you. It is maybe reading a bit as VTuber at the minute. So, how's the face at the minute? The face seems to be more over here. Problem is, it's the pupils as well that make it feel like it's off center, but I don't really want the pupils being affected by this yet. Hello, Bo. Right, okay, clearly the nose is the problem, because moving his pupils to the center, you can still see that he's like looking that side because of the nose. I mean, obviously the nose is the problem. Anyone could have told me that, but there we are. Do I just create a second drawing and see how that works? Problem is, I don't think it's going to then transform right on the master controller. But I just kind of need to do this for my own sanity to see that like it can work. And then it's the eyebrows. I think the eyebrows need to be separate. Hey, TB Pencil. Yeah, I think the eyebrows need to be 2 separate layers for each one, which is a shame because it's going to be a pain to animate, but it just is going to look better, I think. Right, so let's say that one is his left eyebrow, that one is his right eyebrow. So let's kill that one. Each. Lovely. Gotcha. So then, when it's face on like this, and also we'll put these together like that. I know, bro. It's not time to feed yet. Okay? It's not time to eat yet, I meant to say. 15 minutes. I believe in you. You can do this. The vet told you you needed to lose weight. It wasn't me. Blame the vet. Okay. So then, if we put the cursor here, bring that in to the nose, should really make that, ooh, should make that one, you know, like that. There, that's, you know, that's starting to look right to me now. Let's get the top hair, and pull that in as well. There we go. This is a face on York if I'd ever seen one. I think I might be doing this, you know. Oh, okay, cool. Proof of concept works. This is a front on York, and it feels on model to me. To me, it does. Right, grab that. It's gonna look bad again for a second, don't worry. Cool. Right, so need to look down on this one, and then up on this one.
Jonas Brothers.
See, normally with the circular head, sharpened, damn right. With the circular head, it's a lot easier to kind of do stuff by eye because it doesn't really matter too much what happens to the shape of the head. On this occasion, though, with York's head, I'm trying to think, how would the jaw move? Does it just need to go left and right? No, I think it needs to move up and down in the same way. Maybe if I go into here. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna have to do it. Again, I feel like I am over-engineering this a little bit, but it makes sense to me, so that's how we're going to do it. Hey, Autumn Emily. And then, yeah, that stays on there, so that works. That makes sense. I might need to just make the jaw square though, potentially. Let's try without. Again, this is all very good. It's gonna really prove itself when I actually set up the master controller. Like, this might all be for nothing. The thing is, if this all like goes into the master controller and just doesn't create like a usable rig, it's kind of fine anyway, because at the very least I've made 12 poses and I can literally just like grab these and manually put them in myself, and it, you know, it'll be a pain, but it will be animatable. It will just be very slow, and it'll mean that I probably animate less than I'd like to. What are we doing with these? I can convince anyone to listen to Bug Hunter because of this stream, by the way, please listen to this track. Really like Coward. It's track 8 on his new album, Happiness Without a Catch. Please listen to Coward. It's very good. So yeah, what I need to do now is make his head shorter at the top. How short was it on this one? Cool. I wonder if there's nose in those three. I feel like I should here. Even if I didn't on the others. We're experimenting. Hey Hunter, thank you. That's very kind. Cool. Right, so where are these ears at the minute? Are they on par with? Yeah, the middle. I mean, look, even doing that, skipping from frame 2 to 5, you can kind of picture how that's going to turn, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it so the computer can turn it for me. That's important. As long as it reads as a front profile, that is, you know, that's half the battle. So pull the ears up that then the same amount. Yeah, relax. And pull them down for this one. that works. So hopefully, fingers crossed, should be good. Yeah, thank you, Tasha. I should be saying that as we go. Don't spoil Drawtectives for people that haven't watched it. There's a lot of people that have watched only the first series and haven't watched the second one yet. So, and also people who just haven't got around to it yet. So, thank you, Tasha. Cool. Top there as well. Needs to go up because it's actually back. And then hopefully the next 6 after these 6 should be a lot easier. Should be a lot easier because they're pretty much the same, but then just flipped. Can I just get like a show of hands? I don't need to do a formal poll unless one of the mods fancies it. Do we think York has 1 tooth out even on front view, or do we think that York has 2 teeth out? There might just be an answer somewhere that I've not seen. I've not really looked for it yet. Do we think like 1 snaggle tooth, or do we think 2 kind of tusks? 1 tooth. 1. Oh, a lot of ones. A lot of very quick ones. Does anyone think 2? Series 13 at least thinks it's a good question. Everyone else seems pretty confident. Based on Series 1, 1 tooth. Brilliant. Lovely. Cool. I'm fine with that. He is half orc, isn't he? I think that's right. Half orcs only get the 1. Sick. There we are then. Looking at fan art 2 seems popular. Ooh. Okay. We'll leave it. We'll leave it up to me and my decisions then. Cool. Where was I? What was I doing? That bit of scalp is wrong at the minute, but that's fine. Let me grab these 3. Maybe not. I feel like this, if anything's gonna like really butcher the master controller, I do think it's gonna be this layer. It's kind of an important one, so I'll mess about with it. But we'll see. Said at the start of this stream that we're not going to do anything significant this stream. It's just going to be messing about. I am committed now. I think I would like to see the turnaround on stream together at the very least. Cool. Right. That I'm feeling good about. So let's literally just copy these all across for the next 6, because I can usually do it this way with the bobblehead DeepBlueInk character rigs, but I might not be able to. Whoops, did it wrong anyway. I might not be able to for this kind of character design, so we'll find out together.
Slowly drift apart in movies or fall out of love off screen. They have big emotional confessions with dramatic music that make it obvious that things just aren't the same as they used to be. And darling, I didn't hear a thing when I said, hey, we should go rob a bank, and you looked at me and your eyes were
no, this is why you fucking flip your drawings. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna use the offset for the rig, which I don't normally like doing, but that's fine on this occasion. So, let's drag it over here. And then let's kind of flatten it out. Give it a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. How's that? Lower on that side, so let's bring that a little bit more. Oops. Is it still going to drop in, but also going up? So it might just be the nature of having him as kind of a bit pointy. He's not like got a perfectly symmetrical head anyway, so there's going to be an extent of it that hopefully won't be too obvious. I mean, the ears are very wonky actually. Have the ears really been that wonky this whole time? Is that right? I think I've just not been paying attention to the ears, I think. Okay, right.
Oh no, you're perfect. What's the catch? 'Cause on the surface you don't have a scratch. To make a worst case worse, all my first date nerves are a mess, but I'll keep them in check.
It still looks too high on that side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might. Flip the face a little bit as well. We'll just rotate it just a smidge. Hello? Okay. Where's the rotate? Here. So if I go there.
If I am leaving, will you come? Pack up your corgi and sell all your stuff.
Maybe.
See what the East Coast holds so far from all the
We're experimenting. I put experimenting in the title of the stream so no one can be angry with me. Okay, let's see how this all works. I think I might not have needed to have rotated here actually, so let me do that just for the first three and the last three. But that is not bad. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So, right. The other thing that I wanted, ideally, is in the drawing of York, Jacob's art for York. You can see there's like kind of a gap here where his head meets his neck that I did want, but then obviously head on you wouldn't see it because it wouldn't make sense for it to be there because then his neck would have to be here. He's gonna have a thick neck anyway. I'll figure that out later, I think. Okay, cool. Let's try this out, I think. Let me fill in all the gaps there. The whites don't need to move. Whites of his eyes don't need to move. The pupils don't actually either, although they are going to look weird when I get rid of them. Or he just looks like he's looking off to the side, that's fine. So, get rid of that as well. Yeah, cool. Right. Fingers crossed, everyone. We're going to see what it looks like. Get rid of that, get rid of York. And I do need to have the offset in there actually, so keep that as well. Master controller time. Cool. fine. It's already picked them up, which is good. Let's have a look at what's in here. So we need the defamation to read. Need all of that. Don't need the pupils though. Don't need the lots of his eyes. What else don't need? That might all be fine, right? Right. Usually, thank you, Mary. Autosaves don't really matter. And thank you, Spam. Who said it first? Sorry. This doesn't normally work first time, so do not fret if this doesn't work. But here is the little controller that I should be using. Fingers crossed, everyone. You know, it's a little uncanny, but when it's animated properly, I think I'm quite happy with that. It's not perfect. I don't know if I like his eyes yet. His ears are a little bit gammy, which I can fix pretty easily. Oh, okay, so you can see his nose does just change as soon as it hits like a certain point. So that's good. I still didn't really know how that worked. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I'm happy with that. Cool. Because you can see like that doesn't work quite as well as that. So maybe I put in like an extra bit, and it's like, no, because then it'd be weird. I don't know. I might need to put in like another column of frames so that I have that kind of 3/4 turn. So I have like this kind of in the database. Because at the minute, that kind of 3/4 turn doesn't really look the same, which is a shame. So I think I am going to do that. I'm going to add some more frames in there. But otherwise, currently, I'm happy with that. I think that's a result. Right, so that is when I made the master controller. So, what are we doing? Let's add 1, 2, 3 there, and we'll copy these all over like that. And we'll do the same over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. And then yeah, we're gonna try and match. Ooh, alright. Gonna try and match the kind of model sheet for it as well. Because I think there should be a way of... Oh, actually, 1 second, everyone. I'm going to feed Bo. I'll be right back. I hope you all appreciate why I'm prioritizing that. Have I been on mute this whole time? I've not been on mute this whole time, have I? No, you said bar time, that's fine. I'm going to mute myself for a sec. I'm going to keep working because I'm in the flow and I'm in the mood, and BT's having a nap, I think. Cool, I'm going to mute myself, feed Bo, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Keep listening to Bug Hunter. Hello, everybody. Let me get fed. Good girl.
So we cut to the scene where I build a machine, but not just any machine, it is a time machine. I made it from a toaster, like that movie, Hot Toast Time Machine. I load a bagel in the future slot, set to 10 and smack down on the lever. A decade passes in a single thought, I'm about to change my life forever. I find you when you're still single, I am obviously single. It's like sure you said, and I quote, if we're both still single at 30, will you marry me? It's a time capsule, no, it's a proposal. A little bit of neither and a little bit of both. So now we're both still single at 30, but apparently what you really meant to say was, ah, come on, let's pick an arbitrary number, kick the can down the road before we tie it to the bumper. You never thought we'd be single at 30, but I am still not your first choice. But I'm a song.
Hey, I'm back. No, I didn't mute myself, did I? I think I got confused there. Did I say anything incriminating? Sure, it's fine. I didn't realize that the fan art was going to show up when I did that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, cool. That's fine, Mechtel. I think I've talked about that on stream before anyway. Right, how do I come back? Oh, that's gaming. Is that gaming? No, that is coming back. That's fine. Hell yeah. Good, Lou. I'm glad. Finally. Right. So, let's grab that and put that on the 5th frame, because that's the one that we're going to try and... that's the one I'm going to try and recreate, essentially. Which, actually, I've already done over here. Ideal. Perfect. Right, let's just grab all of that then. Make life easy for ourselves. Bam. Easy. Sorted. Right, perfect. Just need to do the kind of up and down variants. And also, the mouth's wrong, so that's fine. We'll fix that. Let's side view what we want. Yes. That's good. Cool. Is that halfway between that and that? I think it's meant to be. I think it might end up looking a little bit wonky, but I think that's fine. I think we'll all have to just collectively deal with that. So. About halfway between. Probably should be being more scientific than this, but we'll try it by eye. By eye. See how it comes out. Whoops. That's not right. Hello? Okay, weird. Maybe it's because I must have got the wrong thing. That's fine then. Come on, that one we're leaving it alone. But if anything, actually, should be basing that off of that, which I can do. Excellent. Oh, we're doing we're doing stuff now. We're cracking on. I'm excited about this. I like the way this is all turning out. Because if I can do this, I can do anything. I can animate anything. Full stop. You want a character rigged? You come to me with it. I'll do it. Nothing can stop me. It might be too powerful. I think we all already knew that. I think we already had like an inkling. Deep blue inkling. Oh, that's the area I can't see anyway. Cool. What am I doing now? get it to be halfway between these two. I think I do, don't I? Yeah. But that's fine then. That needs to go down there in that case. And then we'll do the same on the other ear then, because I think I've figured that out now. This is really where like the maths comes into animating. If you can figure out these graphs, that's half the job, I think. All the way down there, and that's there. I haven't figured out the graphs yet. I think it's like there. It's really hard to tell when you can't see it. I'll tell you what. Let's fix that. No one look at this for too long. Yeah, I think that's right then. That should be fine. Anyone could be an animator. You don't have to do this stuff. But the next time I see someone say that rigged animation is inherently easier than frame by frame, I'm gonna kick them right in the shins. People don't say that to me actually that much, which is quite nice. Right, what am I doing with the jaw? Violence is usually the answer, I find. Right. Yeah, we'll do that again. We did this before and it worked before, sorry. Bow is back. Ooh. Oh, please don't freeze now. Ooh. I love Toon Boom, it's very good, but it does scare you quite a lot. Let me just save again, just for no reason. Cool. Yeah, and then I need to do the head then. That is going to be harder to to carry along, I think. Right, which one's which curve? Bottom right, top right, top left. Okay, so let me try doing. Let me just try doing all of it. Yeah, that works actually, I think. Yeah, cool. Make sure you hit the chin. No, make sure you hit the chin and not miss and end up on the floor. We love some Zoom mishaps. Honestly, seeing the frames to rig pipeline, maybe want to spin up a simple rig of something. I genuinely enjoy it. I think it's fun. It's not a quick process, so I don't make new rigs willy-nilly. Making the duck rig for the educational Duck Armageddon animation was kind of me teeing myself up to get back into it and do these Drawtective ones. But they are fun, yeah. Again, it's one of these where I think if you liked maths at school or IT or something, I don't know, this scratches a different part of my brain than drawing, but it still scratches the brain. I don't know if that makes sense, but hello, Bo. I already fed you. Are you back because you just wanted attention? Was that more the issue? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'll be down in a bit, I promise. She does. Hey. She doesn't want love so much as she wants a lap to sit on, and she can't sit on my lap whilst I'm at the desk. She's scared of the office chair still a little bit. Right, let's do his fringe because that's the most obvious. Bit right now. Actually, then in that case, I'm going to move these over a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Oh, I can't do 3D like rigging. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. It should, but no. I don't get on with 3D animation, unfortunately. I'd like to at some point. I think the mouth needs to be a little bit longer, actually. One. How's that looking? Is that right? Oh, the back of the head's still not there. Let me fix that then. A bit. Let me do it more matsy. 1, 1, 1, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So Harrison watched the rocket fly away when a single tear rolled down his cheek and hit the ground 12 feet below. His cute neighbor with the weird neck came over and said,
Yeah, let's figure out that bit as well.
we're going to experience the first comet-based mass extinction event in our planet's history.
1, 1.
She said, what position do you want to be found in? By the humans.
Which way would it go?
65 million years, that's right.
So let's go then. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a shocking plot twist. He was a
Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
never saw this coming, I bet, but the unexpected.
I wonder if the eyes should just like fully leave the head when we go that far over. I just don't know if that is going to bother me, this bit. No, maybe it's fine when it's rendered. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's not overthink it. Cool, 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 cool. Is Bo a woof or a fluff? Bo is a fluff. Bo is a lovely little fluff. We all love her deeply, even when she's a pain. I don't mean that. She's always lovely. Cats can be pains, though. Okay, we changed some things, so we're going to add that. And we're going to add that. Okay, how are we all looking? All good? All good. Maybe the eyebrows are looking less good. Right, let's figure out the eyebrows then. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I wanted the ears to be a lot more kind of ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. That won't have shown anything on the screen, but trust me, that will make a nice difference to the actual rig by the end.
But Big Bear isn't buying it because they don't have the dexterity to unzip the zipper, and if they wait for the humans to come outside, they might be armed, alarmed.
I mean, if the nose changes anyway. Yeah, if the nose changes anyway, I might just make it like go to the edge of the end of the head. Just like that, I think. That's more of a button nose than that, but not so much. Pointy or round? What do you think? That's what it looks like in the drawing. It's kind of like flat, isn't it?
So Big Bear says the local gopher owes me a favor from every day when I don't eat him. So he can either reach in or dig his little feet in to dig up underneath him and sneak in, and he can unzip the screen. Then we can both creep in while they are deep asleep. And come on, let's go for it. I'm sick and tired of scheming. So they overcame their bickering with simple compromise, and the bears began their buffet with some gopher on the side, and they lived happily ever after in their tent, sat side by side. Then you kissed me on the head and said goodnight. Yeah, then you kissed me on the head and said goodnight.
Ooh, I don't like it now. Okay, let's change that a bit.
You did all the silly voices, made me honestly believe, and now I'm wide awake.
That looks better to me. It's a little bit thicker, that line, but
The next time
I
we
think the
go
square bottom
camping,
didn't
I'll
really
just stick
look
to
right.
counting sheep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then when it gets to that
I didn't know you
point,
were a
we need
wizard. I guess that explains the hat and those silly words you whispered that have put
flatten
me
it
in a
again. What have I
trance.
done wrong?
Didn't believe in magic,
3
even as a
there,
little
that's
kid.
why.
But if this trick ain't magic, I don't know what magic is.
There's 1 there. 3 in the middle, 2 there.
That you like
Yeah,
me
that's
and
fine.
I did bad.
Up. Okay, that is now a little bit too far back. Diddy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh no, I've lost it. 1, 1, 1. And then that should be fine. Just make sure it's not too close on the side. It is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1. Okay. Right. That might be as good as we're gonna get. Right, let's try that as well then. Do. Okay, so that wants to be that colour. That can be York colour. Oh, okay. So, why have we done that? Color art didn't actually join again, which is fine. Grouping things can make them a little bit dicey, but that's still not a problem. Right, line art's there, color art's there. Color art wants to be next to the line art, behind the line art. There we go. Should be fine again. Yeah, cool. Crisis averted. So, we want another one. Yeah. Okay, right. That's York. That's York. That's York. Okay. Okay, right. Grab that there. Except now, we add some more things in. Don't I? Right, let's make this from scratch. New. Right, how many do we need? We have 6 more than before, so we've got 21. So we need 7 of those. Let's make them a little bit thinner. Is it 7? No, it was 12 before, so it's 6. Yeah, cool. Right. Oops. Okay, right, that is 1. That is 2. This bit is a little bit tedious, but that's fine. Because when this is all done, we're going to have, hopefully, fingers crossed, whoops, a nicely rigged York. Nine, 10, 11, whoops, 12, 13, 14. So this is me like mapping each of the frames to where it wants to end up on the master controller when we make it. Cool, cool, cool. Right, so then that can go right in middle. That wants to be just -2, and that wants to just be 2. Stop it. It's going to be really thick actually. Let me thin this out a little bit. Cool, actually. Oh, that's why it's saying that. Okay, because I got that. Cool. So, that. Cool. Right, fingers crossed again, everybody. Let's see if this works. Sorry, I'm doing this annoying thing. I'm making sure all of the colours are right before I actually find out whether it works, and then need to undo organising the colours anyway. If it works, it's fine, but chances are it won't be perfect. I'll have to undo this anyway. Right, okay. We have a controller. Hey, Ollie. Let's see if it works. Cool. So, I think that's better than it was before. I'm not sure about the nose yet. I think the nose is maybe a little bit janky, but I do think that looks better, which is important. You can see it kind of speeds up a little bit on the left, which I don't want. So, if it speeds up, that means that needs to be wider. Okay, right. Let me just do it again real quick, because I can just leave that as it was. Take that to like 3, and that to 3 as well. Head again. Open that up. The whites of the eyes, get rid of the pupils, create that again from scratch, save that, write it, get rid of that, and now, oh, I shouldn't do that, that's my fault, I think I know what I've done there, okay. Order again. Yeah, that's fine. That was my fault. Did something stupid. Whoops. Hope that didn't stick. Shit, it did. That's annoying. Okay. Okay, we're redoing that. But that's fine. Need to save that as a preset, really. Beep, beep. That's not 18, is it? Okay. No, stop, what are you doing? Okay, it's fine. I'm clicking too many buttons and I shouldn't be. We're all good. I think this is maybe the last draft that I make on stream, because I can tell that my brain is starting to short circuit. But I'm still hopeful that this will be a good one to end on. Fingers crossed. Add all those. And then get rid of that. Get rid of that. Call that MC York head one more time. We're going to save that as Drawtectives head, so we can use that for Grandma and Rosé as well. Kill that, overwrite that, pop that in there, and hopefully, hopefully, yeah, that's slightly smoother. It shouldn't do that though. What's happened there? Like, I mean, it almost works in the style of Drawtectives, but it's not what I want. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, what a prick. Okay, we're fine. Sorry. Okay, I know what I've done. Okay, grab that. Yes, that's fine. It's because I didn't actually fix the thing that I meant to fix. Grab that. That is now 0.1. That is now 0. That is 1. That is also 1. That should be about there. Maybe 3. 3. 3, please. Thank you. And then, yeah, let's get rid of those once more. Final time now. Probably MC head York. Save that Drawtectives head again. Create that. Pop it out of the thing. Overwrite that. Oh, right. Delete that. Pop that in there. Delete that as well. Okay. There we go. That's better. Cool. Yeah, the only thing I want to fix now is the nose, which doesn't look right to me. But that's fine. I can do that myself another time. Obviously, there's that little kind of cutting bit there, but when it renders, you won't be able to see it. But yeah, I mean, that to me still looks on model. You can tell that he's looking top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right, even head on pretty comfortably. Obviously his pupils don't move, so that'll help. But no, I'm happy with that. We've got a York rig. Let me just get a little wiggle there, a little celebratory. Clean that up a little bit too. But no, I'm happy with that. God, I'm gonna have to figure out how lip syncs work with York, but otherwise, I'm very happy. Thank you everyone for watching this. It was obviously a slightly different vibe for stream, but it's always nice to have company when I do dumb shit like this. In the meantime, thank you all for hanging out. There is a new video on Patreon if you support me over there. It is Drawfee's new office. Or the new Drawfee office. I can't remember what exactly titled it. Thank you, Mera. And that's going to go up on Friday. I'm currently working on a Make Some Noise animated that's going to go up next week. But yeah, until then, I'll see you on Thursday for another stream. It might be more of this. To be honest, we might be putting a little bit of a nip in the bud for gaming streams for a little bit, except for whenever me, Bug, Matt, and Kyle can organise ourselves. But yeah, maybe expect more of this because I enjoyed this stream. Until then, though, thanks for hanging out. See you in the Discord. If you didn't know, I have a Discord that you can follow as well. Somehow, thank you otherwise, though, for hanging out, and I'll see you whenever I next see you all. Bye.